Nigerians, let us reflect our mind on the political campaign thus far. We expected more from the candidate vying for the seat of the president to base their campaign on issues and prefer solutions to the enormous challenges faced by Nigerians. But rather what we have seen is candidates insulting, blackmailing, and calling each other bad. Joining me on the show today to shed more light on these issues and many more is Mr. Kevwe Modupe. He's a media exec. My name is Mr. Young. You're watching Street Vibe.
Street Vibe with Mr. Young. Mr. Young.
Thank you for joining me on the show, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Young.
Thank you very much. Sir, first and first, I want to ask, do you have your PVC?
Yes, I do.
Now, looking at the election so far, since the inception of our democracy in 1999, we've not witnessed this kind of interest in election in Nigeria. What is the reason behind this interest?
We're tired as a nation. We're tired with the kind of leadership we've gotten as a nation. So, when you push someone to the wall, it gets to a point the person wants to fight back. So at this point in time, Nigerians are looking for a way to fight the establishment and get the leadership they think they deserve. INEC
just recently released a data that shows that about 90.5 million Nigerians have registered for this election, as against about 85 million in 2015. And in this 90, we have about 12 million new registered voters. And inside this 12 million, we have about 7 million of youths. Youth make up a bulk of the new registration in this election. Now, what is the role? Looking at the way the youth are going about this election, do you think the youth can upset this election?
Yes, I think election in any part of the world, if there is any demography that has the right or that has what it takes to actually decide who becomes their leader, it has to do with the youth. But the problem we're having, you see, when INEC, they bring their figures out, I'm not so impressed. I'm not impressed because it's not just the number of registration we've done, it's not the number of PVC we've collected. The issue we have that we are going to battle with that day is how many persons are going to come out to vote that day. Apart from coming out to vote that day, how many of these machines will be working on that day? And so those are issues that we think INEC should deal with prior to the election on that particular day. But talking about the youths, I think what you see today is how will I put it? It's actually a follow-up to the NSAS movement that we had from few years back, 2020 to be precise. And so the youths, they came up and they were able to fight the establishment with the fact that they needed a change as far as the way things have been done is concerned. And they were shut down. They were shut down as usual, as it's usually done in our nation. They were shut down, and a lot of persons, they felt that, come on, youths, you cannot change a regime through the back door. That there are ways you change a regime. It has to do through the ballot. So the youth, they felt that, okay, you mean we can change the regime through the ballot? So what the youth are doing now, they're actually following the advice of the so-called old persons. They want to change the regime, put aside the establishment using the back door.
That's a good one by the youth. Now, what's your take on the abuse strategy applied by political candidates during the campaign so far?
Okay. I think it's no longer something that is new to us when people tell you that Nigeria is a joke. Nigeria is actually a joke. It's actually a comedy cycle where people tend to just gather and talk. The truth is this: if you ask me, as a person, who will I vote for? I've not even got the candidate to vote for in this next election. You know why? I've been seated for the past few months now, since INEC asked political parties to start campaigning, looking for somebody that will come and tell me issues. I'm talking about issue-based campaigns. But we don't get to see that. We see people talking about either the bulabu or the bulaba, or you see funny things. That is not what we did as a nation. We want to see leaders come to tell us, because it is from your manifesto. I will be able to hold you accountable and say, this was what you said you are going to do, and I expect you to do this particular, deliver on your campaign promises. But we're not getting to hear those things. We see people insulting each other. And I feel the reason why these politicians are going about doing this abusive, or using what you call the abusive strategy, is because they really don't have anything to offer. If you have something to offer, you go straight to the point. You will not be deterred with what your opponent is saying about you. You want your voice to be heard. And this is what I'm set to do for Nigerians. But you see, if all the contestants, they are going about insulting themselves, they are not ready. In short, that's my conclusion. They are not ready.
Okay. Now, looking at INEC as the umpire of this election, so far INEC have distributed PVC from the registration to the distribution of the PVC. Now, recently we just heard that INEC is applying or deploying beavers, and the result will be televised or aired from INEC portal. Is INEC ready to give us a free and fair election in 2023, judging by their preparation and the distribution of the PVC?
Okay, I don't think I am in the right place now to speak on behalf of INEC. But talking about if I'm going to assess INEC now, I will assess them from the antecedents. The reassurance, confirmation, reconfirmation. It's not today we started hearing it from INEC. The truth is, let us wait till the election day. They promised us more than this before, and on election day, they failed to deliver. So let's wait till election day and see. Forget this, I don't want to believe in this name. Nigeria, we are good with names. The beaver, the diva, the PVC, we are good with names. What are all these names? We just want something that is functional. So let's wait till that day and see if this reassurance and this assurance and the unassurance that INEC is giving to us is going to translate into conducting a free, credible, and seamless election.
Now, before we go, we've been accustomed to two political parties from time past. Now we are seeing the emergence of Labour Party, NPP, and the incumbent party, that's APC. Do you think Nigerians will give APC their votes, or will the new political parties just do something and before you know we are moving to a new political party?
Okay, like I told you earlier on, I don't have a party I'm voting for yet. Or a candidate, I don't have a candidate I'm voting for yet. But talking about political party, do we really have political party in Nigeria? We don't have any. You understand me? We just have a section of some persons that decide to call themselves, give themselves a name by which they want to contest the election, knowing fully well that it is difficult for you to contest and win an election in this country without you being associated with a particular political configuration. The truth is this: if you are talking about political party, we should have what we call ideology. We don't have political ideology. So when you don't have political ideology, you can't have political party. Now, asking me if I think if Nigerians will vote for APC, why will you be asking that kind of question? Have you not seen their rallies? Who goes to their rally? Look at what happened in Kano. Look at what happened in Edo. Look at what happened in Imo. Nigerians are attending their rally, which means that they have some persons that still believe that APC, they are doing the right thing. So the election, they forget it. Some persons will still vote for APC. Some will vote for PDP. Some will vote for Labour Party. Some will vote for NNPP. At the end of the day, I just pray, may the right person, not the right person, yes. I'll repeat, may the right person that will help change the fortune of this nation be declared the winner.
Lastly, do you see political sentiments, that's ethnic sentiments and nepotism playing a role in this election, or we are going to go towards resourcefulness, a leader that is ready to listen and work for the people? Do you see any of these things playing a role in this forthcoming presidential election?
Okay, Nigeria as a nation, there are three things that decides whatsoever we do. Religion, number one. Ethnicity, another. Talking about resourcefulness or competence, it takes the back role as far as the, things are concerned in this nation. Let me tell you this, whether you like it or not, people are going to vote based on political inclination, religious inclination, ethnic inclination on that particular day. The Hausa man will tell you that the reason why he cannot vote a Peter Obi is because he cannot trust the Igbos. The Igbo man will tell you that the reason they cannot vote the Hausa because the Hausa man is Yamiri. You see, at the end of the day, this thing will play out as far as the election is concerned, and it will play out because we have not gotten to a point, and that's what these politicians, they take advantage of that particular fact that Nigerians, we really don't know what we want as a nation. If we know what we want at this point in time, we shouldn't be talking about a Muslim ticket, Christian ticket, because that is not what we want. What we should be looking at for is competence. Are these leaders, is this person, what's the track record of this person? Is he competent enough? Is he strong? Is he fit enough? Does he have a sound mind to rule the most populous nation or black nation in the world? That's the question. If we can't answer this question, we are not ready as a nation.
Thank you very much for your time. I'm so impressed for your critical analysis and all the answers you've given me. I hope Nigerians will listen to you and do the right thing in this coming election.
If they don't, we'll watch Jackpot.
Street Vibe with Mr. Yo.